Welcome, I'm Droniak, and this is a Guild Wars 2 achievement guide. In the new update that has completely revamped Lion's Ark, ArenaNet has also added the Lion's Ark Exterminator achievement. This achievement can be found in the General tab under the Explorer category. It provides you with 10 achievement points and a unique item called Princess that feeds on Dragonite ore in exchange for gifts every day. That rounds out the set with the Star of Gratitude and Mawdrey in order to allow players to get rid of all their excess ascended crafting materials that they otherwise wouldn't even use. Now this achievement is interesting. In the actual achievement screen you can find hints to the locations of each individual Karka that you need to hunt in Lion's Ark. But before you can actually get to that, you'll have to go to the Commodore's quarter in the northwest corner of Lion's Ark and talk to Turtle Sharptooth, who is located right beside the Collections NPC. He'll give you a gun that you can use to shoot down the Karka that are infesting Lion's Ark. The first Karka is on the wall right beside Turtle Sharptooth. And the next is in the building behind him. Up the stairs and behind the bed. And as you jump between these two quarters, you'll get to the third Karka. The fourth Karka is up the long ramp by the wall of the Commodore's quarters. As you move in here all the way to the back, there's a Karka on the ground that you can shoot at. The next Karka is a little bit further along the wall, again up a ramp, and he's hiding inside a little cubicle. Then, as you move back towards the collector's vendor, there's one hiding up above the stairs. The next Karka is in the central opening across from the waypoint, hiding behind a few plants. The next Karka is tricky because he's jumping up and down on a ledge, but you actually have to stand beneath the ledge and shoot in a corner to be able to hit it. If you move a bit further down into the city, there's a house with a bunch of posters in it, and there's a Karka hiding behind one of those posters. In the Western Ward, there's a Karka hiding on the side of a big pillar. And there's another Karka in a cave, hiding behind a few plants. The 12th Karka is hiding below a dinner party, which you can reach from this little basket. There's another Karka in this cave in White Crane Terrace, or rather, close to Diverse Ledges Waypoint. He's easy to spot. The next Karka, also on White Crane Terrace, is hiding in these bushes. There's another Karka in this tent beneath the bed. And the next Karka is behind this vendor's stash, all the way in the back and on top of a wall over there. There's another Karka near diverse ledges, for which you have to actually jump up quite a few rocks. And from this position you should be able to hit it. And then you can move up a little bit further for the 18th Karka, which you can hit from this position. If you jump down into the water by diverse ledges, you can move behind these underwater plants into an underwater cave. There's also a ectoplasm vendor that's been added in this cave. But more interestingly, if you move on top of this rock, you can find a Karka hiding in those bushes. Another Karka is very close to the giant gate, to the area that we can't actually access yet, behind this rock. That was actually the last one I did. Alright, Sanctum Harbor, number 20. If you jump off into the water, you can hit it right beneath the nets. And there's another one under this bridge, close to the fort. And yet another one inside the lighthouse. If you move up a few rungs, and you can see it from here. And you have to position yourself correctly to be able to hit it. There's another one if you jump off the lighthouse. There's this sneaky little cove here. And all the way in the back there's a Karka on the wall. The 25th Karka can be found behind this waterfall. It's hiding in that bush. Another Karka can be found by jumping past this windmill. And I'm moving all the way down. Along the rocks. And it's again hiding in some bushes. Now if you jump off from here, there's another Karka hiding behind this waterfall. And another one right up on top of the wall. There's actually two in that cave. Now this is from the big garden. If you jump down onto this ledge, then you should be able to see the Karka. You need to be in exactly the right spot to be able to hit it. There's this slight protrusion that you need to step on. There's another Karka if you go back on top of the garden. If you go to this protrusion, you should be able to hit it at the very edge. Now in Postern Ward, by this giant steps, if you jump down, there's one hiding on the rocks. And in the cave behind the giant, there's another Karka. If you move up here, you actually need to step onto one of the boxes opposing it to be able to hit it. There's another Karka a little bit further away beneath the vista. And there's a Karka under the bridge. If we go back to Urmauk's cave, there's a Karka hiding inside the jumping puzzle that you can reach by entering the cave all the way to the left. And you actually have to do this before completing the jumping puzzle. So I'm just gonna show you how to get up here. Because you actually have to go the opposite direction, up here. And then there are a few rocks that you need to jump to in order to reach the Karka. And Karka is right up here. Now in the Eastern Ward, at night you can enter this door by providing the password, which is password. And then if you move upstairs, there's a Karka hiding behind the bed. And there are a few Karka downstairs as well. There's this cave network running under this building. And if you move to the second, I believe, yes, there's one in this trough. And there's another Karka a little bit further up, towards the end of this cave, hiding up on top of this pillar. And you need to be in the correct spot in order to be able to hit it. There's another Karka hiding inside the vault. If you move inside and go to the center one, or the left of center one, there's one on top of there. There's another one in Eastern Ward, hiding behind the roof of this overpass. And there's one inside these bushes as well. All the way down here. The next Karka in Eastern Ward can be found by jumping down into the river and moving all the way to the back. And there's another Karka if you move the opposite direction and go across this corner. There's one hiding under the rock. There's another Karka in Trader's Forum by the octopus building that houses the bank. And there are some more Karka in the Sharkmaw Caverns jumping puzzle, which you reach by going past, or rather over, this windmill. and then jumping through this little passage and going up instead of down. Now this jumping puzzle hasn't really changed with Lion's Ark, but I'm gonna show it anyway, just in case you haven't completed this jumping puzzle before. And there are quite a few Karka along the way. In fact, all the remaining ones are in this jumping puzzle. So once you get up to this vista, you can jump down inside the maw and all the way into the water. And honestly, this jumping puzzle is fairly straightforward. So just point out the Karka as we come across them. The first can actually only be shot if you jump down from this ledge into the water. Because he's hiding underneath. Right over there. Now obviously in order to progress in the jumping puzzle you have to actually swim back and move all the way back up there. Now here we get to the maze. There's actually one hidden very cleverly in this maze. We're gonna come across it pretty soon. So you have to pass through a few walls. You can spot them because they're colored a little bit differently. And then the second transparent wall actually houses a Karka right inside of it. You have to stand up against it in order to be able to hit the Karka. There's another one in this waterfall. It's actually a fairly obvious one. You have to make sure to walk in the center here in order to avoid the spikes. You'll probably still get hit a few times though. So just take it slow. And there's one here, hiding behind those traps. There's another Karka that you can see here. You actually have to jump across to the other side in order to hit it. You can shoot it from here. Now we have to make our way through this dark room. Obviously with the guns equipped it's not gonna go very quickly, because we can't use flames to light our path, unfortunately. Just make sure to take this slow, because you don't want to fall off and have to start all over again. Once you make it to the end, make sure to jump through the right passage in order not to die. And then there's actually a Karka hiding right here against one of the walls up here. You have to stand in exactly the right spot in order to be able to hit it, and that should round off all 50 Karka in this new achievement. And I will give you the princess item that consumes 50 Dragonite ore in exchange for a gift, which contains random items like greens, rares, even exotics. And that rounds off the set of ascended crafting material consuming items, which should have veteran players being able to consume all their ascended crafting materials that they won't need for anything else. I hope you found this guide helpful, and enjoy your 10 achievement points and princess item. Please do like the video and favorite it or subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you in the next video.